Greetings, Israelites in Christ. Now I'm trying to keep my voice down so as I don't wake my roommates. But if you want to know how to get back into the land of Israel, the first step is the Sabbath. Is it Sunday, the Christian Sabbath, so called? That doesn't make any sense. Is it Saturday, the Jewish Sabbath? That's not biblical. Because the Gregorian calendar didn't even exist in the days of Moses, Elijah, Elisha, Ezra, Nahum, Malachi, or Jesus Christ. The Gregorian calendar is what we use now. The Jewish people are lying to us. They are still celebrating the solely lunar Sabbath in order to keep that land, which is our land. Benjamin Netanyahu knows, and he ain't telling, but I am. You can't count the whole solely lunar Sabbath and holy feast days until you figure out the first day of the biblical new year. Now, I can prove this, and I do want to, but unfortunately somebody stole my King James Version of the Bible. May her soul never cease to scream in pain. So, Tuesday, March 19th, 2024 at sunrise. Well, not sunrise necessarily. Let me explain how this works, but it's Tuesday, March 19th of this year. That's the first day of spring on equinox. The vernal means spring, equinox means to become warm. Basically, it's another way of saying the first day of spring, right? Okay, so, but you have to be sure. So, in order to be 100% sure, you need to know how to face east and look at your shadow once the sun has risen. Is your shadow exactly behind you when the sun has risen? That's exactly sunrise on the vernal equinox, if that happens on that day. Okay, then if you are facing due east and your shadow is not at an angle but directly behind you because the sun, you're facing the sunrise, right? Okay, God, I hope you got that. Then if you see on that day is the day of the vernal equinox, that's good. Take note of it. But that's not the whole story. Also, you count, and you have to see the new moon that arises directly after that vernal equinox. Then you know when is the first day of the new year. You see, it says in Genesis that God has given us the sun, moon, and the stars for appointments, holy days. And so we celebrate birthday, like we celebrate, don't celebrate, but it's like typical American people, right? It's like we get up and they start a new day when we get up, right? No, that's not the biblical way. The biblical way says evening and morning, and that was another day. I just really wish I had a KJV with me, or AV 1611. It says in Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha, which is called, no, the moon. How does it go? It goes like this: the moon and the month have a similar meaning, a similar pronunciation. Talking about the moon, and the month is called after her name. So I gotta get me a Bible that really works here. Okay, so when we figured out when is the vernal equinox, congratulations. That's half the challenge. Then every single night you go outside and beg your God to make sure you can see the way. When that new moon is there, it's got to be a first visible sliver of the new moon. Because people, if you look for the new moon according to the conjunction, that's nothing you can see. Okay, so the first visible sliver of the new moon is the first evening. As soon as you have sunset, the time sunset is on after that. Is it before or is it after? I think it's after. It's before. Okay, before the first visible. No, it's after. After the moon shows itself for the first time after its disappearance or its conjunction. Okay, people, and so that is the beginning of the first day of the new year. That is your first month. I don't know what it is. It could be Tabor, but I don't know if those are really biblical names for that. That's just month one. Month one. Month one. Then you blow the trumpet in the new moon. You get a shofar, a kazoo, or anything you can blow on. Hopefully you can get a shofar. And that's the Sabbath day. The entire day from sunset to sunset. That's day one of the new end of the new year. Okay, so that helps figure out from there when to celebrate Passover, which is in the springtime. I encourage you to seek out the wily ways, the stealth, the wily ways of the Jewish people. But be careful lest they deceive you. If you are young in this truth, you could easily be deceived. So, let us break bread together. Let us celebrate. All right, everybody. I'm so excited about this. Okay, bye.